Welcome to my channel. Here we solve technical drawing problems and I also provide very important information that can help you to have a better performance in your technical drawing examinations. You are watching my video for the first time. I want to thank you and I want to ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Put on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Okay, here now I will be working on a topic which is perspective drawing. Okay, it's a very simple topic, but I'm going to start with a simple question, then we build it up to a little complex one, but by God's grace you understand all that I'm going to teach here in this topic. So I'm going to make it practical. So when it comes to perspective drawing, there are two methods that we can use to construct the perspective view of a particular object. And the two methods are, number one is visual ray method. Then we also have vanishing point method. So I'm going to start with visual ray method, in which we have two ways of making use of this particular method known as visual ray method. So I'm going to take a question which I'm going to read, then we go on and solve the question. Now the question says a point A is situated 15 millimeters behind the picture plane and 10 millimeters above the ground plane. The station point is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane, 20 millimeters above the ground plane, and lies in a central plane 10 millimeters to the right of the point. Draw the perspective view of the point A. I will take the question again. A point A is situated 15 millimeters behind the picture plane and 10 millimeters above the ground plane. The station point S is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane, 20 millimeters above the ground plane, and lies in a central plane 10 millimeters to the right of the point. Draw the perspective of the point A. That is the question. Now, let's go and analyze this question that we are given. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is to draw the ground plane. So I'm going to draw it here. That is, we draw a horizontal line like this to represent the ground plane. So on this line, I'm going to put PP here to represent the picture plane. So this is the picture plane. The next thing that we are going to do is that, as we are told that the point that we want to produce its perspective view is located 15 millimeters behind the picture plane. So what we are to do in this case is to take a measurement of 15 millimeters above the picture plane. Okay, 15 millimeters above the picture plane. This is 15 millimeters above the picture plane. So I'm going to draw horizontal line from this point, so to the left side. Okay, so here we have the horizontal line from here to the left side. Okay, then I'm going to put the point here on this line, so somewhere here on this line. So I have the point here, so I'm going to call it, this is point A as we are told in the question. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I need to locate the station point. As we are told in the question that the station point is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane. 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane. Okay, so and then it lies on a central plane which is 10 millimeters to the right of the point. So before we can locate the station point, so what we are to do now is that we are going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters from here so that we can draw the central line. So we take a measurement of 10 millimeters from here to here. So this is 10 millimeters. So from this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line, okay? So we draw a vertical line down here like this, okay? All right, so then from this point on the picture plane, so I'm going to, from this point on the picture plane, I'm going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters down, as the question says that the station point is located 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane. So I will take 25 millimeters. This is 25 millimeters here. Okay, so this point here on this central line represents the station point. So I'm going to write S here. Okay, so this is the station point. Okay, then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to join this point and this point, the station point, I'm going to join together with the point with a straight line. So it goes like this. So we draw a straight line to join these 2 points together. So where this line AS touches the picture plane, I'm going to call it point A1. So this is point A1 here. All right, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the ground line, So I'm going to draw the ground line. So I need to, okay, so we are going to draw the ground line. So ground line, so at any convenient distance away from the picture plane, so we are going to draw horizontal line, any convenient distance from the picture plane. So we draw horizontal line. So I want to put the horizontal line, I'm going to put it here. So here we have, so the horizontal line, so here we have the horizontal line here, okay, at any convenient distance from the picture plane. So this line represents the ground line. So I'm going to write GL here, so meaning ground line. All right, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is that the question also say we also have the station point 20 millimeters above the ground line, 20 millimeters above the ground line. So that is what the question says, that the station point is also 20 millimeters above the ground line. So what we are going to do now is to draw the horizon line, because the second station point will be located on the horizon line. So we are going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters above the ground line. So as we have here, this is 20 millimeters. So from this point, I'm going to draw horizontal line through this point. So we draw horizontal line through this point. So this horizontal line represents the horizon line. So horizon line, so we are going to write HL here. So HL for horizon line. All right, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that before we can locate the second station point on this horizon line, so there is something that we need to do. And what is that thing that we need to do? We are going to draw a vertical line from the ground line, and that vertical line is going to represent the side view of the picture plane. So we draw a vertical line from the ground line up like this, okay? So this line represents the side view of the picture plane, okay, at any distance, so just draw the, at anywhere on the line, just draw the vertical line. So this vertical line represents the side view of the picture plane. Now, having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that, so we take the compass and we put the pinpoint here where the vertical line meets the picture plane, and then we extend the point, the pen point, we extend it to where it touches this horizontal line from the point, and then we're going to draw an arc like this to touch the picture plane as we have it here. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a vertical line. So vertical line from this point. So we draw a vertical line from here. Okay, so the vertical line comes down like this from this point, touching the ground line. As we are told in the question that the point is also 10 millimeters above the ground line. The point is 10 millimeters above the ground line or ground plane, as it is said in question. So we are going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters, okay, above the ground line. So this is 10 millimeters. So here we are going to have a point here, and this point I'm going to call it point A prime. Okay, now let's now locate the second station point. So in the question, we have that the station point, so the station point is 25 millimeters down the picture plane, so down the picture plane. And don't forget that this line represents the side view of the picture plane. So from this point here, we are going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters. As I said, that the second station point will be on the horizon line, so we take 25 millimeters from here to here. This is 25 millimeters. So here we have the second station point here. So this second station point is the front view of the station point, while this is the top view as we have here. Okay, so now, so we are going to join these 2 points. We are going to join them together with a straight line. So this point, I'm going to call this point S here. I'm going to call this S prime, so to differentiate it from this one. Then we are going to join these 2 points together with a straight line. So we join them together with a straight line like this. Okay, we have this. So where this line touches this line, okay, where it touches this line, which is the side view of the picture plane, we are going to call it point A2. So this point, I'm going to call it A2, as we have A1 here on the picture plane itself. So this line represents the side view of the picture plane. Now, having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a vertical line from this point A1 on the picture plane, so coming down like this, because we want to locate the perspective view of this point A. Okay, so we are going to draw a vertical line here. So here we draw a vertical line from this point. So we draw a vertical line, so from this point, so it comes down like this. So we have this, okay. Then from this point A2, we are going to draw a horizontal line to intersect the vertical line that we just drew from A1. So we draw a horizontal line from here, so to intersect it at this point. So here we have a point here. So there is a point. So where these 2 lines meet, so we have a point here. And this point that we have here is the perspective view of point A. So it's the perspective view of point A. So this is how to solve this particular problem, to locate or to draw the perspective view of a given point. So as I said, so we also have an alternative method for this visual ray method. So we meet on that in the next video. Thank you and God bless you.